We have Bryan next to me here. Opening statement, I mean, they elevated themselves and they had 2 out hits. It's very simple. It's what we talked about before the game. Obviously, Brooks should tell you. It's about 2 out hits, taking your best swings, making some timely defensive plays, and elevating yourself on the mound, and they did that better than us. That's why they got a W. Baseball has many nuances, but this one's relatively simple, in my opinion.
Coach, Rosie from WSFA. What happened with Garrett? I just didn't see what happened. Why'd you take him out?
So Gary, he's been out for a month, and it's a core muscle strain that he's had. And so, very unfortunate that this happened when, he was throwing his best ball. We've been without him, for a month, and he wanted to saddle up. He's 23 years old, he's a 5th-year senior, he's been a Warrior, he's been a poster child for Troy baseball, even before myself and our group got here, when he was freshman All-American in 21. So you're going to send him out there because he is a Warrior. I wish we would have, had that same, attack to the game, through other ways. He got after it and competed as hard as he could. Brooks and I kind of had a feeling after that 3rd inning, and Gary's going to go back out. Like, one thing anyone can tell you when you're towards the end of your ride, and we hope our ride goes a lot longer, first and foremost, but you're going to put yourself on the line when you don't feel good. And I commend Gary for that at the highest levels. My respect has always been the highest of highs, but to actually be a Warrior, a lot of guys talk about it. He actually went out there and did it. So I'm incredibly proud of him. It's the one asterisk of the last 12 games that we've just not been able to get a starter through the 4th. So this one is not what the other 11 have been. This was Gary gave us everything he had, and I'm very proud of him. I know I speak for everyone else.
Brooks, coach just said, your ride's going to be a lot longer. What do you guys need to do? What do you need to see from your team heading into tomorrow's game?
We'll be just fine. We're going to get back out here tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time we'll play, but we're going to be ready to go offensively, defensively. We know offensively from top to bottom we got to be better, especially with Blake getting on with hit by pitches. That's kind of what we preach, and tough baseball, and that's just the tough baseball we like, and we got to feed off that kind of energy that Blake kind of started with, just top to bottom.
Coach, same question for you. I know you just mentioned it. You want your ride to be a lot longer, so what do you need to see out of your team tomorrow?
We just have to be better offensively. That does not mean by any stretch that we were perfect defensively, pitching-wise, or whatever, but in Tourney baseball, you're going to have to score some runs. You get deeper in teams' bullpens. I could put it on one of my hands, the amount of good swings we took today. It just wasn't good swings. So that's unfortunate, but that's what we have. We're going to have that, especially to have a long ride. The 3 guys that we threw today, obviously we spoke of Gary, but the other 2 guys, I'm not saying they were perfect, but they gave us full effort and got after it. But other guys are going to have to step up, and in the end, it has to be a team effort. While that is ultimate cliche wordage that you hear from any coach at any time, you want to make a run and win more games, which we need to do. It has to be everybody, but you can't have a weak link. You can't have somebody that's not ready to compete, that's not ready to do their job. If you do, it affects the masses.
Joe, you lead U1 baseball. Brooks, was there something from Brown, their starter, that you thought was particularly effective against you guys?
He's a good pitcher. We faced him earlier in the year. I don't actually kind of remember what happened. We won that series, but he's a good arm, good lefty arm. He attacked us well. It's kind of what you got to do. If you can attack the zone, throw a lot of strikes. You get hitters. Just personally, like, I just know I'll be off balance sometimes, but he's a good arm. He attacked the zone. He did the right things, and we didn't put enough good swings on him, and that's just how it goes.
Coach, similar question to you. What was kind of the scouting report of Brown? Do you just think he executed it particularly well, or was something left on the table for you guys?
Well, I appreciate anybody who gets better as a coach. That's what Tourney baseball is. That's what the kid, did for Texas State yesterday. He started 1 game. He got better. That's what you're supposed to do. What I would say is we had multiple times in 2-2s and even 3-2s we swung at balls. They were balls off the hand. Now, I credit him because he threw with great conviction his pitches, and he's really good. I like how he throws. I like he kind of has the ability to kind of get in on the lefty, he can get in on the righty. I'm a big fan of how he attacks, but there was some pivotal pitches. If you go back in there, I'm not obviously going to bring up whom those individual bats were, but we had those in like 2-2s and 3-2s that you're going to win. And it's kind of like Brooks alluded to. It's like you get, you know, the Blake HBPs and stuff like that, like that's like the rally starter. Look, that's how they score the runs. We freebie. They got one hit. You know, you can only be overswung so much in the 6. We were close, we weren't there, but it was one hit in the inning. It's the same thing that, you know, I think Brooks' point is the great point. You just have to take advantage of when those, you know, opportunities are there. But you take advantage by both taking your HBPs, but also working that count, working the walk. And they were balls out the hand, which is the only disappointing aspect. But I do think his slider got a lot better from last time. If you were to ask me to kind of go Johnny pitching coach, I do think his slider got a little tighter. And honestly, that seemed to be just a confidence thing, in my opinion, from the side.